Hey there. Start here. So I've been working trying to get a new clear out with my ice team. I worked really hard trying to get this team up to a rank 1, and I could not quite get it. You see the score and the rank that I have currently. That is using this team at level 99 with 330% bonus, and that does get the chance time defeat bonus. This is better than a full mods clear at level 98, so if that's like the best you have currently, but you think you can pull this off, this does get you a slightly better score than full mods at level 98. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do a rank 1. For those of you that haven't seen it, a good friend on my Discord, Flan, has inarguably the best rank 1 Clash of Wills clear out there. So good that several other content creators have copied it. And shown it on their own YouTube channels. It's a very accessible and innovative clear. I highly recommend it. I will put a stickied comment below on this video for you to check them out and check out their clears. It's a really cool idea, and it was definitely some inspiration for me to improve mine a little bit. I'm probably going to try a variant of Flan's clear a little bit later today to see if I can actually eke out a rank 1. If I am successful, I'll of course post that clear, but I wanted to post this one for you guys just in case you don't have a vital component needed for a rank 1. So you see the one mod we're leaving off is the HP mod, the 75% HP mod. This gives you 330% bonus. No matter what I tried, if with that last mod on, I'm always coming up short on the kill turn, and yeah, so I just take that off, and I get it done every time. So, so here's the team: Esther tanking, Ayaka with ice support dealing some damage, Hio and Frosty bringing the big boy damage, Sylvie of course for killers, buffs, all that jazz. Regis is there as our Focus Plus unit. He also brings killers for Ayaka, which is really nice. I will show you the gear at the end. There's a bit of RNG depending on some counters and things like that, and I just want to make sure I get the clear done so I'm not wasting too much time, and I'll show you the gear at the end. All right, so to start off with, Frosty's going to go ahead and imbue everybody. We'll do some Glacial Snap for the breaks and imperils and all that jazz, and then Katana Flick to get rid of the boss's buffs. All right, so the idea behind this and sort of the inspiration that Flan gave me was, sort of timing your entering into Mania mode a little bit. A lot of people like to enter it really quick, especially if you're doing like a 5 or 6 turn clear. Some people want to enter it on turn 1 or 2. Here we're going to enter Mania mode on turn 3, kind of delay it a little bit. What that's going to do is that's actually going to cut out one of the 10% heals completely, which is really nice. I tried doing a turn 4, like trying to go into Mania mode on turn 4, but the boss does quite a bit of morale gen on turn 3, and I just wasn't able to recover from that and get into Mania mode on turn 4. It is what it is, right? So, this is the best that I can do with this team. If it works for you, great. If it doesn't, I'm sorry. Esther is now going to do Shatterbolt, Energizing Bunny, and True Storm Brand. Don't worry, we will get rid of that Lightning Imbue next turn with Ayaka. You may be wondering why isn't she doing her Omni cover, and frankly, we don't need it on the first turn. It's absolutely not necessary. She's fine just doing her physical cover. It's perfectly fine. All right, Ayaka is just going to do her LB for the mod boost. Hio is going to do Fine Stance for the Fist Imperil, Breaker. Regis is going to do Power of Kings, that does the killers. And then he can do, he can do whatever he wants. We'll just do Spectral Gleam. All right, Sylvie is going to do Compassionate Knight for the break and ailment resist, Elemental Vines for the magic mitigations and the light and dark buff. And then Paladin's offense. We don't want to generate too much morale here. All right, so just keep that in mind. Okay. All right, now on this turn, Frosty will do Icebreaker for the Imperial Field, Anther Guard for his own Human Killer, Solitary Sword Dance for the mod boost to his LB, which we'll be using next turn. All right, Ayaka is going to come in here and do Encore, Let It Snow for the Amp Field, Presence for Everyone for the Ice, Ramping Ice Amp, Carol of Frosty Snow to hit the boss, and Good Tidings for a little bit of morale fill, but also does a light buff, which is handy, because the boss does a lot of light damage until you enter phase 2. All right, don't worry, Esther is not in any danger of dying. Sylvie is going to come back. We'll do Beaten Insect on Hio, and then we'll do Paladin's Defense, and yeah, we'll do Carrying Paladin Strike to give Esther a little bump there. Hio is going to shift. All right, and he's going to do Man-Eater Claw for the buff to himself. Regis is going to chain with him using triple Spectral Gleam. Okay. All right, Esther. Now Esther can do her Omni Cover, Storm Guardian, and Discharge and Recharge. That one's pretty important because we want to make sure that Ayaka and Hio are countering on the next couple of turns, because that's going to remove some Imperils, it's going to remove boss buffs, blah, 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 all that good stuff. All right. All right. Regis and Hio can go ahead and chain it up. There you go, about 5%, pretty typical. That puts us at 122% morale, which is perfect. If you hit 125%, you're going to enter Mania mode, and that is no good, no good. All right, so there you go. We got the counter that we wanted. If the boss, for some reason, decides to do no physicals on that turn, then you might not get the counters. It's not actually quite as important on that turn, because I think the boss only reduces your light resistance on that turn, and we don't really care so much about that because we're about to enter phase 2, and the boss is going to switch from light damage to dark damage. Okay, on this turn, Esther's going to just do Discharge and Recharge again. Sylvie is going to do Leaping Love for the buffs. All right, Frosty does his just does his LB. Regis does his SLB. Ayaka is going to do triple Carol of Frosty Snow and Spirit of the Season. Hio is going to come back to normal and do his Breaker Claws because they fill morale. You want to try, you just got to make sure, right? You have to make sure that you are pushing the morale past 125 on this turn, whatever you do. All right. So I'm just going to go ahead and send them. Now Frosty does Extreme Nova. Everyone else is doing triple Bolting Strike. It's very easy to weave Extreme Nova into Bolting Strike. You just send Frosty, you hesitate for like a half a second, and then send everybody else. All right, so let's see how we get this done. There we go. Pretty typical. Yep, about 1.5 usually. Alright, so we've entered Mania mode. The boss takes 25% off the top, but then he heals it right back. And that's the real killer in this fight, right? So that's where having units like Melissa, Ayabria, or Elisperis, who can reduce that by 50%, that is just huge. That's like massive. Like having units like that can cut that in half, like it makes the boss so much more manageable. All right, and so that's pretty critical. All right, again, we got counters, which is excellent. That's exactly what we want. All right, so now we've removed the boss's buffs, and we don't have to like waste a turn, having Frosty, use his perfect dispel. So Frosty can do his SLB. All right, Regis, we don't need to worry about focused energy on this one. He's going to go ahead and do his whipped cream. Ayaka is going to do Encore because we got to re-up the field, and triple Carol of the Frosty Snow. Hio's now going to shift and do his Brave Shifted LB. All right, Sylvie is going to come back. We're going to do the Beaten Insect again on Hio, and then double Clever Paladin Strike. All right, Esther needs to re-up her Omni cover on this turn. Okay, so we'll send Regis and Ayaka first, let them build up the chain, and then we'll send Frosty and Hio. Okay? All right, puts us in pretty good position. Yep, pretty typical. Okay. All right, now on this turn, Regis does need to start doing the Focus Plus. All right, because you need 4 turns of Focus Plus to get all 3 gems. So this will be 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, and then we'll be able to use Esther's Vertex ability on turn 8 to get the boss into bonus or chance time. So Regis is going to go ahead and do that. All right, so Frosty is going to do boop, 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 boop. All right, we're going to do go ahead and imbue everybody again. Make sure we do that. I've definitely had that screw me over a couple of times. We'll do Icebreaker and Icy Grasp. Okay. Ayaka. All right, we'll just do triple Frosty Snow on this one. All right, Hio on this turn. So we should be good, right? Yeah. Oh, forgot. We gotta get rid of the Mirage stacks on the boss. So let's do that. Let's imbue everybody. That's pretty critical. And then Icy Grasp. Okay. All right, Sylvie. On this turn, we'll just go ahead and do Breaker Claws again for morale fill. All right, Sylvie, on this turn, we're going to go ahead and start Virgin Defense. We're going to do Compassionate Knight. I'm just making sure. Is that what I want to do? Yep. Passionate Knight and Elemental Vines. Yep. We're just kind of re-upping all of our buffs to make sure that those are good for the remainder of the fight. Yeah, this should be good. Double checking myself here. Okay, I think I'm good. All right. Esther's just going to do Discharge and Recharge on this turn because, again, we want to remove the Imperils. The boss is going to do the big Dark Imperil. We want to remove those. So that's going to be pretty critical on this turn. Okay. Just thinking again. Just having to think about this, because I might actually change something real quick about my rotation. Because we should still have, how long is our general mitigation up for? So we actually do still have 2 turns. Oh, but that's just on her. What about the rest of us? So I think we can actually get away with it. All right. I'm going to try something here, actually. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and fill up his LB on this turn. Well, no, because I need it for the Man-Eater Claw, don't I? Yeah, no. Okay, never mind. I'm going to go back to my original plan. I thought I had a neat idea, but I'm going to go back to my original plan because I know this works. So, yeah. All right. I'm just going to do that. All right, just stick to what works. That's what I should be doing. I should just stick to what works. And this will do like maybe 3 or 4% if we're lucky, right? Yeah, like 3%. That's... All right, the boss is going to heal himself again, another 10%. Again, if we had Melissa, that would be cut in half. It'd only be 5%, which is why Melissa is like huge. I mean, she basically, I think when it's calced out, like if you include Melissa's heal reduction, she actually does like more than 3 billion damage just in her heal reduction. Like if you count that as damage, she's doing like over 3 billion. It's just wild, just wild. All right, so Frosty, we're gonna do Glacial Snap. Oop. We'll do Icebreaker, and we'll just do... We already imbued everybody last turn, so you can just do like Elusive Blade. Okay. All right. So on this turn, Ayaka. I think Regis. All right, we've already got Focus Plus, so Regis can do. Yep, he can do Whipped Cream. Ayaka can do Quad Frosty Snow. All right, we shouldn't need to do anything there. Hio can do. Oh wait, yeah, no, that's right. Because we're just going to weave the Man-Eater Claw into Ayaka and Regis. All right, Esther's going to do Discharge and Recharge once again. All right, so that Hio will hopefully dispel the boss's buffs that he's going to put up on this turn. So just double check myself. All right, we did Glacial Snap, Icebreaker, Icy Grasp, right? And that's just for the morale fill, really. Okay, so Sylvie can come back. All right, we'll do Beaten Insect on Hio again, Double Clever Paladin, just to make sure we have our LBs filled here. Oh, Esther needs to do Energizing Bunny, so Discharge, Quantum Storm, just to have something to do so we don't use up any LB fill, and then Energizing Bunny, because we want to make sure she has her LB up next turn to recast her Omni cover. It's not a huge deal if she can't, but it's pretty helpful if she does. So yeah, let me just Okay. Pretty sure that's what we want to do. All right, let's do it. All right, you can go ahead and go. All right, so yeah, Regis and Ayaka will do quad bolting strike, and Hio's just going to weave into all that. Okay. Okay. There we go. Yeah, I love all these like manic rush, manic blah blah blah, manic all this stuff, right? All right, and thanks to Ayaka removing the imperils, we're not going to take very much damage here. And we've removed the boss's buffs. So Ayaka can do a little bit more chain damage on this, or a little bit more chip damage on this turn, which is helpful. All right, Regis. So we're going to do Arcane Supplement for the buffs. Anthrogard and Solitary Sword Dance. Regis is going to do Power of Kings. And double Armiger. Alright, Ayaka is going to do Encore, double Carol, and Introduction Good Tidings. Alright, Sylvie can go ahead, and I think she can go ahead and do her LB on this turn. Actually, I think I'm going to do it next. Is that right? Yeah, if I go ahead and... Oh, no, I don't have it yet. So, yeah, let's go ahead and do... We'll bring Hio back to normal. He's going to do Resolute Mind. So this comes from that special vision card. Hopefully you have it. If not, this might not work for you. Just saying. All right. Yeah, I think that's what I want to do on this turn. Actually, Regis... Regis needs to do Guard Wall, because I think... When did Sylvie do her? Yeah, she did it on turn 5, so this is the last turn we're going to have with the 85% mitigation, isn't it? So let's do Guard Wall for 50% Power of Kings, and then Armiger Strike. Alright, which means Ayaka's not going to do quite as much chip damage as I was hoping for on this turn. Maybe we can do... Yeah, no, I think that's the way it's going to have to work. Yeah, again, I haven't really done... you know, he has to do all that, so... Pretty much. Okay. Alright, it is what it is. I mean, I could have Esther do... Yeah, we could just have her do Storm Defender. And double Shatterbolt to chain with Ayaka to do a little extra chain damage. Let's do that, because we don't really need the magic cover. I think it'll be fine. Alright, here we go. Okay. I think we should be good there. Okay. Boom, ba-dum. Yeah, it's not very much. It's like just a little bit of chip damage, but you know, every bit counts. 1% could be the difference between hitting that, finishing it out and not. So there you go. Okay. All right. So Sylvie. All right, on this turn, we're gonna shift. Love how slow his that is when he shifts. All right, we'll do triple shield claw, just to make sure his LB is full. Frosty is going to do Icy Accretion for the 150 amp. Defiant Blade and Katana Flick. Oh, almost forgot he's got to do his Refined Stance for the Fist Imperial and Shield Claw. All right, Regis on this turn. Yeah, he can just do... How about Physical Mitts? I don't think we have any Physical Mitts up at the moment. And Double Armature to chain with these guys. Ayaka, of course, does her SLB. All right, Esther is going to do Static Screen. And Double Shatterbolt to chain with everyone. All right, that's not what I want, Sylvie. All right, Sylvie will do Beaten Insect. She's going to do it on Frosty because he is going to be technically stronger than Hio next turn since he has the 150 amp. I'm also going to do I've Got Your Back on Frosty so that he has a 300% LB buff for next turn. And then we'll just do, I don't know, what should we do? Paladin's Defense, maybe? Alright, I think that should be good. So we'll send Regis and Esther first, and then Frosty and Hio. And hopefully this will put us below 60. Nice. Alright, that's perfect. So now we're in chance time, bonus time. The boss is going to do another 10% heal here, bringing us up to 67, but we should be able to do 67% on this turn. All right. Assuming that we've done everything correctly. Okay. Yeah, I don't think we need to do anything, so we'll just chain. All right. We're just going to use Sylvie to ramp the chain. I'm going to use Esther to ramp the chain. Regis does Whipped Cream. Ayaka does Finale. SLB. And as soon as he's on auto casting, Hio will do his LB as well. Alright, so we should all be good. Alright, we just have to do 67%, which at this modifier I think is like 9 billion. So as long as you can do more than 9 billion, you should be good to go. Alright, actually I think it's only like 8 billion actually, because let's see, it's, the boss has 12 billion and 750 million at this level of modifier. So yeah, Yeah, you only have to do like 8 billion actually to kill from here. All right, but this team's been doing like 9.5 pretty consistently, so should be good to go. Let's see how we do. Always scares me there at the last minute because it's like because you saw Ayaka's last hit right there, and then it's like, oh my gosh, is he gonna kill it? And yeah, because Frosty's last hit is like a big finisher. Yeah, so it always kind of freaks me out a bit because it always stops like right around 5 or 6, and then that last hit comes in. All right, so there you go. There's your 330%. Okay, with the chance time defeat bonus. Here's the score spread. Wow, Frosty actually rolled low. He's usually doing over 6 billion total on this one, but that's fine. We still got it done. And yeah, there's the damage spread. Okay, let's see what we got. All right, I'm just going to turn on the party elemental resist mod. The others don't matter because none of the others affect the party. All right, so let's take a look at what we have. Esther in her normal form is whatever. I had her geared for damage in another strategy I was trying, but it just didn't work. So we only care about her Brave Shift form. She never uses her normal form at all. So Blizzard Orb for counters, then just as much bulk as you can give her. Run to Shield is great for the 50% mitigation on turn 1, because otherwise we don't have any other source of mitigation. You could have, you could honestly have Regis put it up for you, because he has 50% mitigation on demand in his kit. But this also takes care of that. Yeah, we actually don't really bother too much with the resist because the boss is so weak now that it honestly just doesn't matter. I do have these mitigation materials. If you don't have them, you know, consider giving her a bit more resistances than maybe. But yeah, I found this bulks her up plenty. Power cut card. Pretty much everyone should have this if you did the last Dragon Quest event. Okay, and that's pretty much all she needs. Ayaka Dark Vision's Rod, because it is stronger than her own STMR equipped, and it prevents her from auto casting that morale, so that you don't push into mania mode too quickly. All right, Shantoto's ribbons are nice because it does human killer. Okay, that's good for this one. Fina's Summer Jacket is nice. That's Vacation Voyager Fina. Does human killer as well. Void Mage Attire, that's just a high mag. Yeah, it's just a high mag equip for her. Whatever you have to put in there is fine. And then yeah, just filling out her killers as best as possible. Mine's EX3, so she only needs, you know, 0.5 chain cap boost. That's what Chains of Strength is there for that 50% chain limit boost. And then the Esper and E-Spear card. Okay, if your Ayaka is on the EX2, she'll need a full 100% chain limit boost. Okay, so her killers are 300 on Reaper, 250 Insect, 300 Human. All right. Hio in his normal form, you know, we want him to have a fair bit of damage, also some dark resist you can see there. So he's got quite a bit of dark resist in this form. Blizzard Orb so that he can do some counters when needed to. Resolute Knight is pretty important for this clear. Hopefully you have it. If not, you can look, you can try to follow Flawn's clear because his does not use this card. So, you know, that's an option. But for me, I needed it. He is full on, not quite full on Reaper in this form, but that's okay. 350 Insect because I have the Overkillers from Golem, and Human Killer, good to go. In his Brave Shift form, run to Marine to cap off his Reaper Killer there. You could also use Sky's STMR, does the same thing, 50% Reaper Killer. Full on damage here. Also a little bit of Dark Resist, but you don't need to go too crazy on it. Rage Beast Might and Diablo Synergy was enough. And then, yep, so he's capped up on everything. So he is full on everything. LB damage, full on killers, and all that. All right. Sylvie, you know, a bit of dark resist. You don't need to go crazy. Blizzard Orb for some counters is not really important though. Mainly just dark resist and bulking her up. She does have Malicious Vision card for some morale fill. Okay. Basically the same build in both forms. I'm even like missing a materia there. Yeah, as you can see, it's not really all that important. You know, she's never in any danger of dying as long as you give her a decent amount of resist. She doesn't even have full dark resist in this, so yeah, it is what it is. Regis is basically, you're just trying to make him invulnerable, so give him lots of light and dark resist because he doesn't have a leader. He doesn't get the leader skill buff, so he's very, very squishy. So just make sure he has lots of light and dark resist so he never takes any damage. Here's the gear that we used. Yeah, lots of resist gear there. And then of course Ayaka's vision card so that he can chain with her. Frosty, double katana build, so that you can make sure you fit in, you know, killers and dark resist, so that he's got a decent amount of dark resist there. And then yeah, just full on damage otherwise. Okay, I gave him this card, it's the best one I have for him. And he is full on Reaper, Insect, Human, and LB damage. Good to go. All right. And that's how we got it done. So, you know, hopefully this helps you. If you just can't get a 350% mod clear at level 99, no matter what you try, maybe this team and this strategy will work for you. Like I said, I am going to try a variant of Fawn's clear, since I do have Melissa, but I wanted to get this one out there for those people that don't have Melissa or any way to do any kind of healing reduction. You know, for those of you that, you know, that don't have any access to any of those units, this might be a good option for you. All right, but thank you guys so much for following me. Stick around, I'll try and get another clear out to you if I am successful with a rank 1 clear, and I will see you on the other side.